day to you and welcome to This Just Evening, and I'm your host, Mike Garvin.
And I'm your more nuanced host, Heather Hull. Good tidings to you at this solstice time.
Now on to the day's hot bites and top news.
The world welcomed its freshest royal baby this month, the noble infant Lilibet Diana Mountbatten Windsor, born of Harry Potter and Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. The imperial hot pocket is 8th in line to the British throne, and because she was immaculated in the U.S. state of California, she is also eligible to run for President of the United States.
Look forward to seeing this possibility play out as a romantic comedy in A Christmas Princess, the Bo Jackson of Western power blocks, streaming on Netflix this December as the Hallmark Channel will surely be outbid. As a side note, it's been confirmed by our research division that Lilibet Diana Mountbatten Windsor was never the name of a sugar baker client mentioned within the first 3 minutes of any episode of Designing Women.
Across the country, many workers are preparing to return to their corporate offices after working from home over the past year. When polled about their feelings on the matter, the majority of managers believe that once back in the office, they'll finally get the respect that they deserve. It's going to happen this time? Well, most employees are worried they'll be swamped by a backlog of Dilbert calendar pages.
In surprising news tonight, actor Kevin Costner has retroactively issued a statement to the public after finally viewing Jason Momoa's performance in the DC movie Aquaman. Sending shockwaves through the entertainment world, Costner now admits that he was miscast for his role in the 1995 film Waterworld, or, as it's called in the Balkans, Mad Max 7, Ahoy, mateys! A role of this kind called for a different caliber of leading man, he stated. He understands now that, quote, there is a difference between dripping and farm charm.
By all social media accounts, summer season has arrived in post-pandemic America as citizens return to group events celebrating Hot Girl Summer, trademark, Hot Boy Summer, patent pending, and Hot Dog Summer. You heard it here first. Not to be outdone, Russia is celebrating 2021 as Bot Girl Summer in preparation for the 2022 midterms. Bot Girl Summer, living our best season and keeping U.S. elections klausna.
Leading historians and scientists such as David Sinclair and Yuval Noah Harari have all but concluded we are on the cusp of an anti-aging genetic and technological revolution, meaning that it is more than likely that many humans alive and among us today represent the first generation of practically immortal beings. Predictably, those proto-immortals are expected to come from our elite classes, especially those with heavy interest and investments in bleeding-edge science and technology. So it seems once again, it's one little spritz of musk, and we'll never be rid of it.
We now turn to the water crisis currently plaguing the American Southwest, as Mr. Mischief takes us through the conclusion of his 3-part investigation series, Lake Powell You Doing? Nice to Lake Mead You. Mischief?
Mischief.
And the way he acts, you wouldn't think it's a crisis.
If he ever got a taste of brush fire ash, he would change his tune. We now return to our Consumer Reports segment, This Just Evening Inside Your Wallet. Recently, we introduced you to the 4-way Total Flex jean, a new denim trend from Target's premier menswear and hot boy summer lifestyle brand, Goodfellow. Here's Mike with his follow-up. Mike?
You said 4-way Total Flex? I call 4-way total bullshit.
Thanks, Mike, for that in-depth analysis. As they say, caveat emptor.
For our English-only viewers, that's Latin for live free or die hard. But for tonight's edition, I'd like to talk about a far more concerning issue to the modern consumer, one more mysterious and possibly more sinister. It's Old Spice's rebranding of men's hair care product Forge Putty to just Putty. And with it, a change formula, one thicker to the touch, with more density yet less pliability, not to mention a $4 price hike. Both still claim to be high-hold and matte finish, but Putty lacks the robust nature, smooth spread, and hard-working hustle of its predecessor. But it's not just a distancing from the quality of the product itself for this reporter. But from the name Forge Putty, is this reflective of a deeper societal trend? The name Forge Putty stands for a 2-martini lunch and sounds like you drank 4. And if you don't think that any business happened at that lunch, then you don't know business like Forge Putty knows business. And Forge knows that business is relationships.
The name Forge Putty stands for quality lawn care and sounds like he got a great deal. That Ace Hardware has a new friend and a new worthy opponent in Forge Putty. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks who Forge trusts more than his own wife.
The name Forge Putty stands for hanging on to that landline and sounds like he doesn't trust the Kremlin to leave his cell phone calls alone. Forge Putty speaks his mind to whoever he pleases, and he'll speak his piece on that landline until you finally understand that the next Red Dawn is already upon us, so open your eyes, Dawn and Charlene.
The name Forge Putty stands behind the Me Too movement and sounds like he's not 100% sure what that means. Forge believes women, but continues to think of Me Too as the best stock response to a stomach gurgle heard during a quiet moment. KO pectate Forge, more like KO the patriarchy. You can slam that mansplaining to the can, because that's where Forge'll be, dealing with his indigestion.
The name Forge Putty stands for someone who really knows what's going on in the back rooms at City Hall, and sounds like he's bringing a Rolodex, some shoe leather, and probably some shoe toilet paper along with him. Take it to the streets all you want, Michael McDonald, because Forge Putty's going downtown, municipal office building style, and it's a hot day. So let's not let the Forge Putty of last year slip quietly away. Let's not let his essence fade out like a 2-line McFly sibling and a Back to the Future Polaroid. Forge is still around. Forge is in your house at Thanksgiving. And even if Forge was on that boat, we all know he was passed out below deck long before things got weird. And while we've moved on from Forge Putty as a society, let's never let that little bit of toilet paper keep us from forging ahead. Wait, now he's got something down?
He was at the production meeting.
I can't. It's unprofessional.
It's unprofessional.
Now here at this just evening in, we may not seem like we're prone to slips, gaffes, and Sorkin-esque banana peel meet-cutes, but even the best in the biz are prone to a few slips of the tongue and wardrobe malfunctions.
Yes, it's nothing more than a Star Trek Enterprise-style illusion. We may keep it shipshape and admirable on the deck here, but in the saucer section, we can be a hotter mess than any uncouth galactic riffraff at the Bonsdale Recreation Facility.
For a moment tonight, we'd like to invite you behind the holodeck for a look at some of our less-than-Varnish moments. So come on in.
Hey, we got 5 minutes till air. Oh,
Yeah.
you left your exercise ball there.
Then I said I could make s'mores, kind of like you do on a campfire, but inside with just an oven. Admittedly, I was talking out of my ass. I thought if you
You
just
left your
scorch
exercise
them,
ball.
you know, like oven cleaning type temperatures, like in there on a cast iron.
Exercise
Oh, I don't know what kind of. Hey, are these the new headlines?
Yeah. No.
Looks like I need s'mores practice, right?
A pun. As a special note, I'm proud to say that Mike and I have been invited back to host the upcoming Summer Celebration Parade for the 6th year in a row this week, happening next week. Make sure to check your local listings for the rebroadcast. For this Just Evening In, I'm Heather Hall.
And I'm Mike Garvin. May God bless you, and may God bless Hot Dog Summer.